Good morning, soldiers. Today we're following my journey into the Wasteland mod for the Arma 3 beta and learning a little bit about what we can expect from this game once it's released. Alright, so looking at the map here, it says the gun store is empty now. But just a few seconds ago, it said that an enemy player was inside. I just saw that. Did you see that? Looked like an explosion over there, right? Or am I seeing shit? I've really done a good job of acquiring gear. I only have one magazine, though. I do have a ghillie suit, though. That is, I think, working in my favor. Keeping me nice and hidden in the foliage. But I do have a good amount of cash, and I want to make it down. Oh, no, I don't. I only have 1,000 cash or 100 cash now. You can see that in the bottom right. I'm still testing out this the player saves that are now available when you're playing the Wasteland mod on some of the servers, and it looks like your cash disappears, which is a shame. But if there is an enemy player down there near that gun store, I'm gonna want to take him out. Maybe he's got some good cash, some good weapons, and really that's what this game mode is all about. It's very sandbox, very much about acquiring gear and taking out other players. Now, if you played DayZ, this is very similar when it comes to going against other players. You got to be very cautious, very methodical, and patient. A lot of times you don't die until you take that risk that you know you shouldn't have taken. All because you got impatient. It does make this an enjoyable game mode for myself. I love taking into account player movement and tactics, and just putting your mind against other players. Especially, I keep seeing these objects, and I think they're graphical glitches. See, there was another one right there. You may not be able to see it unless you're looking in 1080p, but it does look like some type of explosion or reflection of some sort. It could be coming from the light tower. I'm not liking how exposed I am right now, though. We're patient, though. We're just moving up here, seeing what we see. Still says the gun store is empty, and that's okay. Now, when you move with your weapon at the ready, it does reduce your stamina more, from what I've noticed. But in this particular situation, I think it'll be worth it if I need to pop out some shots pretty quick in close quarters. And this is really what separates the game for a lot of people. Some people don't enjoy, you know, this kind of pace. It's very slow. It's it's very authentic in that aspect. You can't sit there and sprint forever. Your guy will just get dog tired, and you're gonna shoot like shit. And you know, you got to keep yourself fed, and your thirst is gonna reduce much more. And you're gonna have to consider that. This is for the type of people who really like those realistic, I shouldn't say realistic, those authentic aspects of real life. So they captured the den. Now I think yellow means it's not capped at all. If they capped the den, I'm not even sure where that is. I'm so new to this map and to the beta in general. I gave up on the alpha for quite a while. Simply because of all the crashes and all the bugs, and honestly because of the hackers, or the scripters, I should say. But they've done it a lot to reduce that, and the client is much more stable now. So I'm happy to jump into to Arma 3 now, and just get my feet wet. You know, I'm no expert at this point, at least not to where I'd like to do some videos on tactics and stuff just yet, because I'm still learning the game. And playing the Wasteland mod is a big part of that for me. I really feel like this is getting staked out. And I say that because I mean, just a minute ago it said that there was a player inside of there. And when there is, that whole area turns red and it says an enemy player is inside of the area. And usually because they're heading to that gun store where you can spend this cash. Now you get cash in a number of different ways in the Wasteland mod, mostly by completing objectives and actually taking territories will get you a good amount of cash. You can spend that on weapons, on different gear. We're gonna move slow. Different gear, different optics, and these objectives, these main objectives and sub-objectives that come out. Immobile armed helicopter. Go get it for your team. See, that'd be really cool, but there's not a whole lot of people on my team right now. And that's way across the map, and I don't have a vehicle right now, so we're not going to do that. We're going to focus on seeing what's inside of this area. Usually you see a lot of player deaths because these areas get contested. We're going to start moving slow. And so I'm hoping to pick up some, perhaps, free gear. And I'm going to move inside my first-person view. Get some free gear and maybe some money. Sometimes you'll see that just lying on the ground. Alright, this is a bad clearing. I know quick movements typically aren't your best way to go about these things when you're running through the open. It still is a good idea to move slowly. Quick movements draw the eye, especially in Arma. But it makes me not nervous not having foliage around, and it makes me nervous that there's all these. I know y'all saw that, right? There it was again. A little green blip. That's got to be a graphical glitch, and it's freaking me out, to be absolutely honest. Now, the weapon we're using here is the MX 6.5mm. I'm not too familiar with the 6.5mm cartridge, and it's something I'm going to want to study up on. Because it's kind of a weird cartridge size. Open up. What do we have here? Oh, look at this beautiful little piece of equipment. A Vermin SBR 9mm. That is going to be awesome up close, but shitty at a distance. I wonder if I actually can put that in my backpack. Awesome. Very awesome. I'm actually going to be intrigued to use that as my main right now. Let's go ahead and try that out. I have not seen this. This was not in the alpha from what I understand. I have not seen this one. And that's a beautiful, beautiful looking weapon. Now I'm not sure if we're sitting fully automatic or not. I think I can look at the selector lever. It's just safe and fire. So if this is a close quarters weapon, it's just going to be plain old fully automatic. And I'm not even going to test that out because it doesn't have a suppressor. But I'm happy to pick up that piece of equipment. Now, something that you may not have known is now when you go prone, in some servers that offer the feature, you can hit save player, and look at the bottom left, player save. Next time I log into this server, I will be right here with the equipment that I have. So that is very nice. That was also something that drew me away from playing the game, and particularly this game mode before, was that, you know, you would run around and acquire all this great shit. And then you'd have to log off. You know, the baby was crying, gotta go to work, gotta go to school, or whatever. And the entire day's work was for nothing. And this is one of my favorite servers right now. It is the KOS server. Oh, this guy scared the shit out of me. This is actually the gun store clerk. It looks like we're in the clear. Nobody in this particular area right now. We're going to see what we can buy. Speak with gun store. See what rifles are available. A lot more rifles available in the beta. Yeah, we do have that Vermin. which is nice. But I do want to get some type of battle rifle. The 7.62 is very appealing to me. Everyone knows I love a battle rifle. But the Mark 18, that is what I want. And it costs $1,000. I wonder if I sell that rifle that I currently have. Let me go ahead and put it in my inventory and see what happens. So let me do sell current weapon on him. Speak with gun store. Sell current weapon. For $75, I wouldn't have done that. God damn it. Now I'm stuck with an SMG, which isn't a bad thing up close, but man, that just took away my long-range capabilities significantly. I'm going to have to look around in these different houses. Those aren't hard to find, which is probably why I only got $75 for it. That sucks. Well, I might as well put a suppressor on it, $250. Sell uniform, sell vest. No, we're not going to do that. Well, let's get this thing back out. It would be nice to put a suppressor on this, but I don't like to hang around these areas for very long. And again, it's very important when you're moving around in these close quarters areas, especially when you're using a close quarters weapon. Just making sure it's not contested. To keep the weapon at the ready. And to do that, you press C. So you see the difference. Now I'm moving faster, taking up less stamina, but I'm much less prepared for an engagement. This, you move slower. I believe it takes up more stamina if you're trying to run like this, but it's worth it in close quarters. I mean, it just is. So, nice little tip for you. Not a tip from a pro, but it just may save your life if you're new to the game. What do we got here? Nothing. Nothing. Open the door. I'm nervous in this area. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people migrate to these gun stores. That's why I'm keeping my eye on the map and make sure this area doesn't quickly become contested. Let's open up. It looks like I got lucky finding the SMG in there, but I only have one magazine. That is something to keep in mind. Ooh. Looks like a nice little four-wheeler there. I am gonna make my way over there. We're gonna put our weapon back at the low ready. Again, it takes up less stamina. You move a little quicker. Get a little bit more of a field of view, but you won't be quite as prepared for an engagement that's like right up on you and surprises you. But in this open of an area, that's not as big of a deal. We're just gonna keep our eyes peeled. Make sure we don't run into any traps or create entirely too much movement. Let me go ahead and move back into third person to make the camera a little bit more steady. And we're gonna make our way over to this four-wheeler. I think I see something. No. It's gonna be hard to tell, man. Where's this four-wheeler at? I thought it was right over here in this area. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe it was just a little bit further. I saw it. There it is. Shit, I just ran right past it. It looks burned out. Yeah, it doesn't look good. It still might be some equipment in there, so we're going to check it out. Definitely going to check it out. Inventory. Oh, we got a 9mm sound suppressor. That's beautiful. Screw that thing on there. Take a med kit. Take these 9mm rounds or magazines. So we're gonna go on this SMG and some binoculars. Yes. Okay, sometimes you need to put stuff on the ground and then bring it from the ground into your inventory. Seems like that's still a bug. So if you're having a hard time getting something, put it from the crate into the ground and then from the ground into your inventory. And that sound suppressor, or maybe there were two of them. I'm gonna take some first aid kits and then we're gonna boogie. Is this thing drivable? It is. It is. Alright, that increases our movement significantly, but it is pretty loud. So let's plan out our next step actually before we start getting all crazy on this thing. So that's taken. This is contested over here though. So, like I said, some of the best ways to get money is to take territory. So I think, can I put waypoints down? That would be badass, wouldn't it? Not realistic, but badass. The firing range is contested. I'm not in a position to make any long-range engagements, so I don't feel comfortable going by myself. But this Camino settlement seems good to go. Let's see where that side objective is. That's all way over there. Not going to concern myself with that. But this transmission station, which is already taken, might have some good equipment in there. I might be able to get myself a rifle. So that is northwest. And so we're going to head this way. I got $200 for capturing a territory. It must be my teammates. This thing is dragging ass, isn't it? And I wish you could change your stance on this thing. He just sits upright. He just chills. He just chills on this thing. Oh wow, this thing is barely better than running, but oh well. What is wrong with this thing? Is it missing a tire? No, I'm good to go. This thing is broke, dude. Come on. Well, that's better than running. At least my guy gets to relax. Isn't that weird? It's like it's trying to switch gears and it's just not. Oh man, I hope there's nobody around because this is gonna take forever. It's gonna be so loud the entire way. Man, I remember these things in DayZ. People would just set them out in the open and wait for you to go get them. These vehicles. Main objective starting in 10 minutes. So it looks like the enemy got the helicopter, but I was nowhere near there, man. All I have to get there is this bust-ass quad. Alright, let's get off this thing. Get out. And let's go ahead and keep the weapon at the ready for now. Nothing up here. This does remind you of the deer stands in DayZ though, doesn't it? Now, another benefit to being in first-person mode that not enough people give credit to is being able to hear your guy breathe. You know, so a lot of times you'll be doing something and you'll be smoking your own soldier without even realizing it. And then you're not prepared for an engagement. You can't move quickly. You're gonna aim like shit. See, look, I'm smoking my guy, and I wouldn't have even known. Oh, what's this we got here? Oh, this looks. This is a Katiba with a grenade launcher, 6.5mm. These are exotic cartridges to me. I have no idea. I'm not going to say I have no idea about these cartridges, but I just have very little experience with it. But it is good to know that we have a little bit longer range capabilities now. So that is nice. And it has a grenade launcher on it. Let's go ahead and reload that. Only got 16 rounds in that one. Oh, wait a second. It's fucking around. There we go. 30 rounds. That's a nice looking weapon. It's a bullpup. Oh, what is this? What is this sight on the side? Okay, okay, check this out. Wait a second. How do I get to that grenade launcher? It looks like a little laser on the side there. See that little red dot for the grenade launcher? That's cool. I don't have any grenades to screw around with that, but it's still pretty cool. We're gonna check this building out here. If we can. Work, buddy. And that looks like it in this particular area. So we're building a nice little guy right now. Let's go ahead and get down in case I crash and save this player. Got a nice little guy built. So, oh, I heard a quad. I'm feeling more confident about my mid-range engagements. This thing isn't meant for long range. Oh, shit. Did I take him out? Get that weapon at the ready. Good shit, knocked him down quick. And you brought me a better ride. How nice of you. Whew. That gets your heart racing because this can go so quickly in the other way. If he had friends, let's go ahead and pick up his cash. Woo. Get your heart racing, man. Oh, what has he got? A Mark 20. It's 5.56. Now that's something I'm familiar with. That's something I can handle. Inventory. A TRG 5.56. We're loading up the backpack, but that's okay. I'm going to experiment with these weapons and see which one I like the best. Oh shit. Thought I heard something else. Now here's a stance that I like because people are typically looking for people in the prone. They're not expecting this. They're going to be looking for feet sticking out. If you get inside of a bush and sit like this, you're good to go. So we're going to do that for a second. We're just going to create a nice little trap here. Seated position. See what happens for a few seconds. Got a nice bit of cash now. So that's good. Got quite a few weapons. Still nothing for long range. I don't have my battle rifle. I don't have my full powered rifle cartridge for a weapon, but I am happy with what's happened so far. Let's take a look at the map. We're gonna probably want to move out of this area. He might be the one that was actually taking these two territories here. We're gonna take his ride. I wish I could see contour lines. How do I do that? There we go. And this looks like a nice little overwatch on that area. What I'm gonna probably want to do is I'm gonna move up here and probably park the quad right there, move up here and get some overwatch on these two areas and see what I'm dealing with.
Pretty good.
If you hear people talking, they're probably on my team. We're gonna slowly move over here. On here as the driver. Oh yeah, look at this. This moves a lot better. And it's red. Hello, Officer Red. Take a look at our compass real quick. Yeah, I want to move to that hilltop over there. This one's still dragging ass. Am I doing something wrong? Am I just a fat ass? Is that the problem? I love the foliage on that hill over there too, so I'm going to feel much better giving my ghillie suit. Getting in that area over there. Looks like our thirst and hunger meters are doing okay so far, but once those start traveling down, we're going to have to hit a convenience store, pick up some supplies for that. But it's not going to be a problem just yet. For now, I want to get to a good spot, get off this Hello Officer Red quad, and plan my next move. And see, that's the problem with these quads. They're great for getting around. They offer very little protection, as you were able to see. I knocked him out with 2 hits with that 6.5 millimeter weapon, and I could hear him coming. I mean, way before he got there, I remember saying, I think I hear a quad, and then sure enough, there he was rolling up like a champ. Yeah, this thing drags ass too, and I'm not sure why. I think I'm driving it right. See, look, it gears up, gears up. Do I need to hit the next gear? I don't think so. It'll work. I'm gonna park it right here. Engine on. Get out. We're just gonna keep the weapon at the ready for now. Just until I'm confident that I'm out of harm's way, which is never the case, but at least I'll be ready. Sacrifice a little stamina for situational awareness and being prepared. I think it's worth it. Not bad, guys, not bad. Not a bad start on this server. Now I thought, given the elevation, I would have some good overwatch on these objectives down here, but the foliage is actually stopping me. Stopping me from getting any eyes on it. So, we'll probably come down here, following the foliage. I want to check out this this area right over here. See if we get any more good equipment. Could use some food and water. There is a vehicle store. So if I can get an armored vehicle with the money that I have, that would also be a really good option. And then we're going to make our way to take this territory.